What's up, everybody? So, I want to talk about this. This is what everybody's talking about. So, I'm going to give my opinion on it. I'm going to read this little report from Pro Football Talk, NBC Sports. JuJu Smith-Schuster, Cowboys facility is amazing. Steelers working on wood in the locker rooms. JuJu Smith-Schuster is now for still a Steeler, but he's expecting to hit free agency. I mean, everybody knows he's expecting to hit free agency. They're trying to spin this story that he doesn't want to come back to Pittsburgh, but he's a free agent. It is what it is. He's an unrestricted free agent. He signed a 1-year deal in the offseason. So to spin the story like he's likely to hit free agency, well, duh, he's an unrestricted free agent. So he is a free agent. And he was at a media day. He answered questions. Smith Schuster was at the Cowboys facility to shoot a commercial this week, and he raved about the amazing work environment the Cowboy players had, and then said the Steelers have a long way to go before in the same class. It's unbeatable, Smith Schuster said. The Cowboys facilities via Michael Gelkin of the Dallas Morning News. The Steelers are still working on trying to get out of the wooden locker rooms and over here, it's very prestige. Oh, they'll definitely hear this. I want the Steelers to hear this. So, the Steelers, the Roonies love this because Dallas, they like to talk like they're America's team. But at the end of the day, we know the Pittsburgh Steelers are America's team. We're not even America's team. We're all over the world. We're global. Yeah, Dallas is probably the most bougie franchise there is. They're the most bougie franchise there is. Jerry Jones is more about selling wolf tickets than actually winning a Super Bowl. Dallas has some of the least amount of playoff wins in the past 30 years. I think Dallas has 3 or 4 playoff wins in the past 30 years. So why would JuJu Smith-Schuster want to go to an organization that is pretty much a shit show, hasn't been relevant since 1995, hasn't been relevant since Jimmy Johnson left, and really can never get it done in the playoffs, and is in one of the softest divisions in all of football. So to spin this story like JuJu Smith-Schuster is going to go to the Dallas Cowboys is completely ridiculous. And at the end of the day, why would the Dallas Cowboys want to sign JuJu Smith-Schuster in the first place? Let's be completely honest about it. The Dallas Cowboys have Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Gallup. So they have 3 very solid wide receivers. So they're going to bring in JuJu Smith-Schuster to be a fourth wheel. Why would JuJu Smith-Schuster even want to come in and be a fourth wheel? I've already addressed this. I've already made videos about this saying, and JuJu has already addressed this. He came out in the media. He gave his tweet. He said he wants Pittsburgh to extend him and give him a 4-year extension. I mean, you think JuJu Smith-Schuster really cares about having a bougie locker room or not a bougie locker room? I mean, who really cares at the end of the day? This ain't about bouginess. This is about smash mouth, hard nosed football, and that's what Pittsburgh's all about: is smash mouth, hard nosed football. Dallas don't know shit about smash mouth, hard nosed winning football because Dallas is just a straight shit show of an organization that hasn't done a goddamn thing since 1995, and they want to talk like they're America's team. Give me a break. How many primetime games does Pittsburgh get year in and year out? 6, 7, 8 primetime games out of 8 games out of 16. Now we're at 17 games. But for the most part, Pittsburgh's always on Sunday night, Monday night. They're always in that primetime spot. And if it ain't primetime, they're on that 4:30 spot on CBS, which is basically, in terms of NFL, that's the primetime game. So Dallas, man, JuJu ain't going to Dallas. Let's be completely honest. If anything, this is just a ploy. This is just comments. This is just media talk because JuJu does want a long-term deal with Pittsburgh. He's been out, has been open, has done so much for the city of Pittsburgh. I mean, these Steeler fans, they're bashing JuJu Smith-Schuster over some stupid little comments, and all these media puppets want to spin this story, create drama, create controversy over just absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's a joke. And the Roonies, they need to give JuJu Smith-Schuster a deal. They need to put a deal down on the table for JuJu Smith-Schuster. Plain and simple. I want to see the Pittsburgh Steelers put a deal down for JuJu. He deserves it. Give him 3 years, 4 years, $10 million a year. I'd give him a 4-year, $50 million contract. JuJu deserves $10 million a year. Easy. I think Hopkins is making like $27 million a year. Some of these receivers are making $20 million a year, $15 million a year. JuJu's making well below the league average, took well below the league average. Give so much back to the city of Pittsburgh. So all these Steeler fans hating on JuJu Smith-Schuster, even if he does happen to go to another team for bigger money, if the Roonies don't want to give him the money that he feels he deserves, who really fucking cares? JuJu's it's a free country. He's a restricted free agent. He paid his dues. Now it's time for JuJu to get paid. And I sure as hell hope that the Roonies put a deal down on the table for JuJu Smith-Schuster, because that man has earned every penny, and that man deserves to be a Pittsburgh Steeler for life, because he embraces everything that the city of Pittsburgh is all about: hard work, dedication, teamwork, and giving back to the community and buying into what the team does. So JuJu Smith-Schuster deserves a contract with the Steelers, and if it ain't with the Steelers, he deserves a big contract somewhere else. So all the fans hating on JuJu with inside Steeler Nation really needs to open their eyes to the reality of what's going on, the reality of the NFL as a business, and you can't bring everybody back. As much as you want to sign all your favorite players, it's a salary cap era. You know, the Dallas Cowboys haven't won shit since the salary cap era started, because Jerry Jones is a joke and the Dallas Cowboys organization is a joke. So if you really want to compete for a Super Bowl, you know where you want to go, and that's Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh's in contention for a Super Bowl every year. Pittsburgh hasn't had a losing season in 18 years. Pittsburgh has some of the most playoff wins in the past 20 years. And Dallas is a complete joke. A joke of an organization, and JuJu ain't going to Dallas, plain and simple. He might end up somewhere else, but I really doubt it. I see the Pittsburgh Steelers giving JuJu Smith-Schuster the money he deserves, and we're going to extend him, and he's going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler for at least 3 or 4 more years. Now let's see what's going on. Shout out to Goose. Shout out to Double T. Shout out to JuJu, is all-around world guy in the offseason. Even last year, he tricked us but didn't leave. JuJu Smith-Schuster's playing the media. He's putting all these people on strings. Some people would like to go out there and say JuJu Smith-Schuster's not a hard worker. JuJu Smith-Schuster put on 15 pounds in the offseason. You know how hard it is for a wide receiver or any athlete to put on 15 pounds of raw muscle? JuJu Smith-Schuster's out there working hard every day, day in, day out, to get better and do what's best for the team. He sacrifices for the team, and he is a team player. So JuJu needs to come back, and I think the deal is going to get done. Minka deserves 4 more years, or if lucky, JuJu gets re-signed for 2 more years. Dallas is incredibly overrated. They restructured Dak Prescott's contract again. Well, of course, they paid him a ridiculous amount of money, and Dak Prescott's nothing but a choker. I mean, you've seen what he did in the playoffs. Dak Prescott choked it away. So, you know, I had to get a little bit of rant about this. I mean, everybody's talking about this. I mean, everybody wants to spin this story. Everybody wants to create drama out of nothing, and I think it's completely ridiculous. I honestly think the Roonies, they're going to put an offer down on the table. There ain't no question about it that the Roonies are going to put an offer on the table for JuJu Smith-Schuster. I guarantee it. Now, will he take that offer? Maybe, maybe not. But I guarantee you right here, right now, day one of free agency, JuJu Smith-Schuster will be offered a lucrative contract from Pittsburgh to come back. He completes our wide receiving core. Deontay Johnson's the jack of all trades. Chase Claypool's the big deep threat. And JuJu Smith-Schuster's that possession, old school Hines Ward, go over the middle, take that big hit, stand up smiling and saying, first down, Pittsburgh, baby. And that's what we're going to be seeing next year, I do believe. A lot of first downs from JuJu Smith-Schuster, and a lot of touchdowns from JuJu Smith-Schuster, and a lot of receptions from JuJu Smith-Schuster. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that share button. Stand up, Steeler Nation. Show some respect to JuJu Smith-Schuster, because he put his body on the line for this team this year. He sacrificed for this team this year. He's bought into what the team's doing, and he gives so much back to the city of Pittsburgh. So stand up, Steeler Nation, and let it be known that you want JuJu Smith-Schuster to remain a Pittsburgh Steelers. And let it be known that you want the Rooneys to put an offer down on the table that this kid has earned and deserves. And I'm out.